Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Annie and today I will show you guys how I made a shirt top from this thrifted lace curtain. It's approximately 1 yard of fabric and look at these beautiful details on it. It is a very see-through fabric, but I don't mind. So I have a sewing pattern that I want to use this time. It is available only size extra small. You can download it from the link down the description. This is all the pattern pieces that I use and also the collar, but I forgot to show you. So basically you should just print everything out and tape it together. So let's start this process. First of all, I place the sewing pattern to match the pattern of the fabric and I flip it the bottom part up because I want a shorter one. Also, as you can see, I add 4-5 centimeters extra seam allowance all around the pattern piece because this fabric isn't stretchy enough for me, so I decided that I do it this way. So now let's put my books into the top of this pattern to make it secure and don't move around while I will cut out this piece. I ended up using pins for the extra seam allowance to mark them. And next, let's grab the scissor and cut everything out. So let's grab all these books and put them away finally. And this is the sleeve. I use also this 5 centimeters long or wide seam allowance all around it. And as you can see, I add this little angle to the bottom of the sleeve to make it a little wider. And finally I will trim the end of the sleeve. And this is how it's turned out. I ended up doing something like zigzag pattern. I tried to follow the original pattern of the fabric, but it came out not as nicely as I thought first, but it's fine for me. So now, the first step is put the sleeve like that onto the table and then flip it half. And after you flip it half, you can see the other one. I do it already. I pin it together the edges, matching them, and now along this line of pins I will stitch them together. This is the sewing machine that I will use. By the way, I'm using this princess stitches with 3 or 2 centimeters wide. I'm putting the thread into the sewing machine and then I will start this whole process. So let's continue. I'm trying to show you guys my stitches, but it's almost invisible. For the hemming I use this basic zigzag stitch with 0 seam distance. So this is it, how it turns out, my hem. I finished the sleeves, so let's start with the top. I cut it half the back and add extra seam allowance along this, and I originally planned to do a zipper back, but I ended up doing something else. So let's put the back piece into the top and match the edges along the shoulder and the side, and let's do it the same with the other, and also stitch them together along these lines and hem them. So this is the hole for the sleeve, and basically I just put the sleeve into this hole. The top is inside out and the sleeve it's normally folded. So I try to match the side seam and the seam along the sleeve. So next step is match every edges and pin them together. As you can see, this is how I pin them together. So let's stitch them together and hem everything. For the neckline, this is the neckline, I use 5 centimeters wide and approximately 30 centimeters long piece, and I just put it in the neckline and stitch it down and also hem everything and cut in down the extra parts. So the top is almost finished. As you can see, I ended up stitching together the bottom, or I mean the back parts. So I stitch them together until this point, and then I leave it open that I can put it on. I fold it backward, these edges, and I will stitch them down along this pin line. And also, as you can see, I trim the collar, the extra collar one. So I do it like this now. And I also ended up trimming the waistline. It turns out not the best, like the sleeves. So now let's grab this, I don't know how to call them, I call them buttons. So I put one to the neckline, to the collar, and now I should decide between these two ribbons which should I use, but I ended up this. I cut one as long as my wrist, so I will just put it into the end of the sleeve. I will show you guys how. I pin it 3 places to make sure it's secured while I'm stitching, and this is it. I do a bit gathering the fabric between pins and stitches all around. It ended up by doing it in the inside, so everything is turned inside out, and this is it. I stitch it, but you better see it. So let's put everything on, and this is the final look.